Hi guys, gals and non-binary pals, welcome back to Budget with Ira. Sorry about the noise, but I've had to open like every window in the house because it is a ridiculously warm day. Like, it's so nice. It's been really hard to find somewhere that I haven't got like blazing sun in my face. So I'm just tucked away in the corner of my office. You can hear the birds singing. It's just such a nice day. Anyway, in today's video, what we're gonna do is May's budget. I am very slightly delayed with this because I was waiting for the budget books to arrive because I wanted to make sure that I could show you everything, but they arrived today. Look how nice they are. I love it so much. So today's video is going to be in a couple parts. The first bit is me showing you all of the new May exclusive products that's going to be available on my Etsy store right now. Then we're going to go into May's budget, and May's budget is going to be a bit weird because I now have no income. My sole income is Etsy, but Patreon's just started to do something special. And if you remember back a while ago when I told you that I lost my job, I budgeted for this month a little bit. I presumed a lot of numbers. Some of them were wrong, some of them were okay, but mostly I have to change everything anyway. I wanted to get this video out nice and early, well, as early as I could, so that you have a chance of getting your May exclusive products. If you order something simple like a budget booklet or budget sheets or anything like that, I will get that out to you like next day or the day after. You will probably have it before May. But for the cash envelopes, it might be a little bit longer, but you know, they're beautiful. They're worth the wait. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at those May exclusive sheets, and then we'll jump straight into the budget. Okay, so we're a bit closer in because I wanted to show you these May exclusive products that I'm so excited about. So this month we went for sort of like an alcohol ink sort of theme. We've got 7 different designs to show you today, and I have intelligently and appropriately named them A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So let's go ahead and start with the cash envelopes. So all of my cash envelopes, there's plenty of different sizes that you can choose from. You have your mini, your midi, your midi luxe, and the midi luxe is the one that has the vinyl on. And then in A6 you have A6, which has the strip, the A6 luxe, and the A6 zipper. So the first option is A, and this is a stunning coral and blue. This is the mini that doesn't have any personalization on, and this is my spending envelope, which is in the midi size, and this is the midi luxe. This is what an A6 luxe looks like, and here are some A6 normal laminated. How gorgeous does that look? With this like little peach piece on it, I just think it's a bit of a winner. The design is carried onto the back as well, so you get your normal clear strip, and it's a beaut. Like, it's just really nice to see the design all the way through, and obviously as you fill it up with money, you're not going to see much of that, but at least you get to see it on the back. This sort of corally peachy color with that turquoise and those flecks of gold, I think this is probably my favorite design out of all of them. I know it's a bit much to peak at number 1, but this is definitely my favorite. So B is a much more tealy color with a neutral brown, and this is gonna suit a lot of people, especially those who really like the sort of neutral look. So this is a mini one without any personalization on. This is the A6 Luxe. And this is what it looks like as a zipper. Just so nice, isn't it? So I know the bright colors draw you to my channel a lot, but I know that some people do actually just quite like a nice neutral brown. So this is for you. There's not many C's to show you, but here it is in the mini with no personalization. What a beaut that is. This is like a sort of green and ochre color. I just think it looks amazing. This is it in the A6 Luxe, and here it is in the zipper. Like, you get to see a lot of detail up close, and that blue really pops against that ochre, doesn't it? So nice. So if you like bright colors, D is a good one for you, and I can already think of a couple people who are going to snap this up so quickly. D is a deep blue, purple and violet, and this is going to be my petrol one for the month. How nice is that? This is what it looks like with the laminated strip. So we go for one of the colors in there and we chose a sort of fuchsia-y color, which looks stunning. And this is what it looks like with the A6 Luxe. I told you it was quite popular. But look how nice that looks. Like with the gold in it as well. Look at that. It's so rich and beautiful. And then when you think about the zippers as well, it just looks so good. How nice is that? So E is actually really popular as well. This is another bright one, and this one probably looks closest to marble than all of them. So it is an incredibly intense azure, I'd call it, very blue. It's got bright bits, the deep bits, and then it's got veins of gold running through it. Gorgeous. This is what it looks like with the strip. A nice bright strip pops off it. And then with the A6 Luxe, I just think it looks magical. Kind of reminds me of like Cinderella. And this is what it looks like with the zipper. How nice is that? Gorgeous. So F is a color that, again, the neutral lovers are going to really like as well. This is a very, very soft and not quite in your face color. And it does look quite a lot like marble. So we have this sort of very pale pink. It kind of reminds me of ham, but it's gorgeous. It's got very light pinks in, and it goes to like a deeper, and it's got like a sort of, it's just, I can't even describe that sort of mauvey colour, and it just looks sort of ethereal. I really like this one. And again, it's got those gold veins and spots going through it. This is what it looks like with the A6 strip standard laminated one. Really, really nice. This is an unlettered A6, like one of my patrons requested. Really nice. And this is what it looks like with the A6 Luxe. It's a popular one. It's really pretty, isn't it? Look how that mauve pops. Beautiful. And then we also have the zippers as well. So nice. And finally, we have G, and I've never done anything quite like this and quite as deep as this. So this will really satisfy the people that are a bit emo at heart and quite like a deep sort of color, but also those people that really like purple as well. This is going to really satisfy people, and it is a looker. You'll really like this one. So this is F. So we have lots of gold, bits of purple going through it, and it is on a black base. So looking at it up in close, and it is magical, isn't it? It kind of looks like the Aurora Borealis, but purple and gold rather than green. I just think it is beautiful. This is what it looks like with the A6 Luxe, and it has been very popular as a zipper choice as well. So just look at that. Absolutely stunning. So those were the envelopes. Let's go ahead and now take a look at the budget sheets that are available. So this is the standard Budget with Ira budget sheets, and I'm showing them to you in A5, but these are also available in A4 and US letter. So you can get these digitally or physically, and we have this very deep blue one. So we've gone for pattern D on here. When you buy this digitally, you get US letter and A4 version, and you also get a blank undated calendar. When you buy them physically sent to you, you can have A4 or A5, laminated or unlaminated, and then you can choose to have your calendar dated or undated. But it is a bit of a thing of beauty. I really like this. This is the undated calendar. Beautiful. And then we have the paycheck bill tracker here in option A. So you don't get an option with these, but I'm just showing that it is the same pattern as A. Absolute stunner. Absolutely love how this looks. When you buy the paycheck bill tracker and the check-in sheets, you get a free cash total slip, and we've gone for the very bright blue. Again, you can get these digitally or physically. If you get them digitally, you get them A4 and US letter. And if you get them physically, you can have them A4, A5, laminated, unlaminated. And then here is the check-in, and this is like my favorite. I love how this looks. Absolutely gorgeous. So on one sheet you get weeks 1 to 4, and on the other sheet you get a 5th week just in case you're in a 5-week month for your budget. This also comes with the cash total slip. So obviously digitally and physically, and it's the same rules apply. So digitally you get A4 or US letter, physically you get A4 or A5 laminated or unlaminated. So let me show you the final piece to this, and this is the one that I am so excited about, and I think a lot of other people will be. This is the May budget booklet. So this is basically the same format as the one before, but it's brighter, it's new. So this one says May above it, but nothing's dated to May. So it's just because it's the May design, but you can buy as many of these as you want. So let me show you it all page by page. But before I do that, let me show you the stickers that it comes with. So you get a sticker set 2 with your date dots and your payday flags and all of that. And then you get 2 sets of sticker sets that have your expense trackers and your no spend stickers. And these are just, oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. So page by page, this is a bit of a stunner. So page 1, and then it opens into this stunning splash page. So this is where you put your nameplate on there, like just so that you take ownership for your budget. Then you've got your calendar. This is completely undated, so you can use the stickers or you could just write on it, do whatever you want to make it work for you. Then you have your paycheck bill tracker with your envelope breakdown on the right. Then you have your 5 weeks of check-in. So this has got a bit more room than the standard A5 one that you can buy separately. It's just reformatted for this, whereas the A5 you buy separately is just a shrunk down A4. So you've got a lot more room and it's a lot more comfortable to write on. Then you've got your tracker for whatever you're tracking. Then you've got your sinking fund tracker, and you've got double-sided shopping list. And these are little beauts. I am going to be taking these out next month though, because I've got something exciting coming in the shop. And then you have your blank page. And then on the back, I have something lovely to show you. So this is the Optimistic Money Challenge. Now, as you know, I like to collaborate with other budgeters that I respect and I like their aesthetic, and I have ones picked out for ones in the future as well for different designs that I've got coming out. But I thought this sort of quartzy, marbly design really fit with Yasmine Camilla, and you know that I've been working with her a lot recently, so I really wanted to involve her. You've got 30 crystals, and you can either save £1 per crystal or £10 per crystal, and you can either save 300 or 30. This is an absolute beaut, and it'd be really nice to do. With every sale as well, you also get a 10% coupon to Yasmine's Etsy store, which has some beautiful things on there. So to recap, May looks like this. You have the standard budget with Ira budget sheets in A4 or 5, laminated or unlaminated, digital or physical. You can also get them with an undated calendar. You also have the paycheck bill tracker and the check-in sheets. This comes with a cash total slip. For your cash envelopes, you have option A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. There's also the stunning budget booklet, which comes with 2 sets of expense tracker stickers and your functional stickers. I really hope you love the May stuff. Thank you for being so patient with it. I cannot wait to start seeing it in all of your budgets. Thank you. Would you just have a look at this beauty? I'm so pleased with how this turned out. Like, I'm just over the moon. I think it just looks stunning, and I'm really excited about this money challenge. If I had any spare money, I'd definitely be going for it, but it's an absolute beauty. I'm so pleased with it. So we are going to be doing the budget for May, but first what I want to do is set up let's put my name in here. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is setting up the calendar, and I'm going to be using my stickers for this. Oh, here they are. So let's go ahead and set up the calendar, and I will see you in a sec. Okay, so that is the calendar done and dusted. So what I've done is I've put all of my date dots down which correspond to the date. You don't have to use tweezers when you do it. I just prefer to do it because I feel like I've got meat hands and I'm just a bit more accurate when I do it. What I've also done is I've put my payday down, which is my Etsy paydays. So there's 5 paydays in this one ready for next month. So that's really, really good. I also get a Patreon check on the 1st, but it'll probably come on the 2nd, and then Jake gets paid on the 30th as well. So there's no need to use any more of those flags. Let's move over to the budget. So this is what we're really, really getting our teeth into. So if you remember, I had this budget all mapped out, and I figured out that I needed about £2,100. But what I did do is I factored in an element of rollover, which I didn't actually bring through. I put a lot into my emergency fund, so that's not in there. So things are really, really up on its head now. So the pay period that we're looking at is from the 29th of April to the 31st of May. We do actually have 4 income streams, so I'm going to tell you about all of them as we go through. So the first one is Jake. So what I was going to do is take £1,000 from Jake, but basically what's happened is he's decided to get a bed, which is absolutely right. He should have a nice new bed, but that's going to cost him £50 a week, and I don't want his finances to be, oh, that's the printer. I don't want his finances to be sort of in a bad place because of me. So instead of giving me £1,000, what I'm going to ask him for this month is £950, because then that allows him to get pay for the bed, because it's £50 a month, without sort of having to scrimp because of that, because it's a necessity as far as I see it. I am going to bring some money across from my emergency fund because I need to. And that is going to be £400. So at the moment I've got 3,600, I think, in my emergency fund. So it's not a huge chunk of it at all. And I think just while I get myself on my feet in terms of Etsy and everything like that, and Patreon, I think, yeah, it's worthwhile. And then I do have 2 more streams. One is Etsy and one is Patreon, but I'm going to lump that into 2, and I'm going to call it income. I say last month, but it's just a 3-week period in April. I originally thought I was going to do about £500 in take-home pay from Etsy, and it was actually £646.16. Now that's half of what I make after fees, after shipping, after all of that. So I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is quite a lot when you consider that everything's been taken away and then I've cut it in half in order to put 30% to expenses and 20% taxes. So 646.14 is really, really good, and I'm really pleased with it. And then Patreon is going to be a big part of my life. So I'm going to get paid roughly about £500 a month from Patreon. So what I've decided to do is take 60% of that as an income, and the rest to be like fees such as postage and taxes. And with that 60%, I'm going to arbitrarily choose an amount to put towards my budget when I need to. So I'm going to take about £360 as take-home pay. £200 of that I'm going to put into this budget, and about £160 I'm going to stuff. And that's going to be a Patreon exclusive video. So all in all, my income is going to be £846.14. So that is £646.14 from Etsy and £200 from Patreon. So what that gives us as our income for this pay period is £2,196 and 14 pence. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is list all of my bills, and I'm going to talk about any changes that I've had. Okay, so these are my bills for this pay period, so that's basically a whole month. So there have been a couple changes. So obviously Netflix has gone up £1, it's now $6.99. And my car insurance has gone up to this new price, but it still is the cheapest around. I am thinking of moving internet into a business expense. I don't know if that's actually allowed, if I'm allowed to put the whole lot, because obviously we use it in the home. I don't know if that's allowed. Does anybody know about that? Please let me know, because if I can move that as a business expense, it really does make things a lot easier for me. Council tax goes to 139, which is our normal amount going forward because it has gone up. And also rent has gone up as well. It's gone up £15 to 900. We still have a very well priced price for our home, but we are still thinking of moving closer to Jake's work so that he can cut down on his commute. And obviously cat food went up. So everything's going up. I'm not catching a break with anything. So my bills altogether come up to £1,465.73, which leaves me with £730.41. Okay, let's move over to our envelopes. So envelopes are never changing. So we have spending, which is my personal spending money. We have groceries, which is for both of us. We have my petrol. And we have my haircut, which I always need. Okay, so it's a 4-week period, so I'm going to give myself £20 a week, and I know that doesn't sound very good, and I know I have always advised against it, but it's the toss-up. Do I want a haircut or do I want £30 a week? And I want a haircut, so I'm gonna budget myself £20 a week. I know it's gonna make it tighter, but I'm not really leaving the house, so I'm okay with that. So we're gonna go with £80 for that. For groceries, £50 a week is working for us, so that's going to be £200. For petrol, I originally budgeted £20 a week, but with the prices going up, I can't really, I end up having to borrow from the next week and then borrow for the next week until there's nothing left. So I am just going to budget £30 a week. If I make a saving in there, great. If I don't, then I don't. but it's going to be £120 for the month, and haircut is going to be £30 because that is my one luxury that I just can't give up. So all in all, the envelopes come up to £430, which leaves me left with £300 and 41. Okay, so sinking funds, there are 2 sinking funds. Normally I would add to them if I had more money, but as you can probably tell, I'm starting to run out of it quite rapidly. So it is water, which is £25, and car maintenance. I should just write main. That's £25 as well, which is £50 in total for my sinking funds. That leaves me with £250 and 41 pence. And now moving over to debt. Now it's been a while since I've had to write more than one category, but I do have to admit something to you, and I do have to add another debt category. So the first one is obviously the loan, which is £200 and 92. And the second one is I have to pay myself back from when I overspent at the wedding. Did you think I got extra debt? No, I'm not doing that to myself. So that is payback. So that is payback to my buffer, because I am going to go over my overdraft before this month is out, because I have, not over my overdraft, I'm going to go into my overdraft before this month is out because I couldn't afford what I paid. So that's a lesson for the next wedding. So that's going to be £48.98 that I have to pay back. And then what that comes up to is £249.90. And that leaves me with 51 pence. So no savings planned, but you never know what's going to happen. So I'm going to leave that blank. So buffer is, I'm budgeting for 51 pence. Now I know that's razor thin and razor tight, but once I've paid back that, it gives me a bit more of a comfortable buffer. So my buffer's about £30, and that's something that I'm comfortable with. So I know that I'm going to be £20 into my overdraft going into this budget, and when that dumps into it, then I'm going to be £30 up for any sort of increases that might happen. So I think this is a very reasonable budget. So I think, you know, it's nice to see that I can make ends meet, and, you know, I can reduce the amount that Jake's given me as well. So his share is £851.52. So it's not like he's giving much more than he should. Like, he's giving an extra £100 to sort of me or the household. So, you know, basically he's just paying for all our groceries for the month, which, you know, I think this is a very fair and even budget for the two of us. So yeah, I am really comfortable with this. I think as long as I have a sort of, I don't think I have anything like massive planned, and I know that I can go towards the future with the leftover from the Patreon money as well. So I'm really excited to do that video. And that's the budget. So thank you so much. Is there anything else to do in this book? No, there isn't. Oh, I just love it so much. Oh, I wish I could do this. Maybe I can. I'll figure it out. Hi guys, gals and non-binary pals, thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love, make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe, and if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. I am truly feeling the love on Patreon, like I literally have no words. Thank you so much, and I feel so privileged that part of this support is going to support me with my budget. Like, it's not just cash stuffing that Patreon brings, it actually is a extra bit of income as well as Etsy. So I'm really pleased and so thankful for that. Having said that, we do have some new Patreon members, which I do want to make sure that I give an appropriate shout out. By the way, if I do miss anybody out, please make sure you let me know in the comments, because it's almost too much to sort of keep on top of, but I love it. Welcome to our two new besties. Auntie Harry and Sabine Fair. We have 4 new Zesty Besties. Say hello to Hulwen Medi. That's Sunshine Budget over on YouTube. Make sure you follow her. Link will be in description. Gabriela Fernandez, Safina Y, and Stephanie Tanner. And 4 new Budget Besties. Hello Joanne Turner, Gemma Moore, Gina Hobbs, and Emma Smith. And a warm welcome to our newest top bestie, Sophie Brewster. If you would like to support me over on Patreon, please take a look at the link in the description. You will not regret it, bestie. Thank you so much for watching this week. I hope to see you again very, very soon with June's budget, because I think it's going to be good. I'm feeling so positive about this. Thanks so much for watching, bestie. Bye-bye.